This is huge for silver, especially silver, my friends. I'm going to explain. We're going to let you know what's going on at the shop. Some breaking issues at the shop as well. Stay tuned for this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Give me that thumbs up, my friends. These likes really help get these videos out. We're still fully on board with Stop the Milk campaign. We got the Pinbacks giveaway coming up as well. We're going to cover all that. I did not pull names for this video from this morning. So what I'm going to do is pull 7 or 8 names from this video and pull 7 or 8 names from this morning's video for tomorrow to make it up to you all. I'm going to be transparent with how I'm running this channel. Let's just get into it. Silver. It's been staying above $36 all week long, my friends. We touched 37 early in the week. We dropped back. We're doing okay. We are doing okay with silver. If we can stay above $36 an ounce at the close, we are doing very, very good for the week. Look, we all know about the Iran and Israel war going on. This is driving more and more people into the shop. A lot of people are buying 90. A lot of people are buying silver eagles, maples, whatever. People are asking about the Florida law. Look, again, about the Florida law. The Florida law right now is a nothing burger. It does not change a gosh darn thing in my viewing point. We don't need no law to trade in silver and gold. If someone wants to trade in silver and gold, they can trade in silver and gold. Or platinum. They can trade for hay for a cow. Whatever. People can do whatever they want. It don't have to be paper money or paper fiat garbage. I mean, you know, this is what we rely on. Really? It's getting more and more worthless. It's not because silver, gold, and platinum gone up. It's your dollars getting worthless, my friends. That's what's going on. Look, get involved with your local community. And what I mean by this, get involved with your local community means go to your local shops. And I'm not talking about your coin shop right now. I'm talking your local businesses. Ask them if they're willing to take silver or gold as payment. If you happen to have a Sigma, say, look, I'll teach you how to run a Sigma. If you want to buy one for your business, I'll teach you. Bring yours in. Maybe they give you a $25 gift card. $25 credit for their business. $50 credit. Whatever the case may be. Let's help these smaller businesses get prepared. Offer your services if you happen to have a Sigma. I think it's a great way to get your local community involved. Especially your mom and pop stores are trying to survive all this. Get them educated now. If you don't have a Sigma, talk to them about silver and gold. See if they get interested. Show them my videos. Show them other videos. This is all, we're going to do this grassroots, my friends. We are going to do this grassroots. We're going to make this go viral at some point. With Stop the Milk, getting your local business involved. And I'm not talking about your Walmarts, your Home Depots, your Lowe's, your nationwide grocery stores, or your localized grocery stores. I'm talking about the smaller mom and pop stores, your local restaurants in your local area. And I'm not talking chain restaurants either. I'm talking the ones that are just in your local area. Your pizza joints, your everyday steak joints. You know, in your local area, not national. We got to start there. Because when you start there, when you start from the grassroots with this, the big companies will take note. They will come on board, my friends. They will come on board. How do you think America got started? Small business. Let's get to these small businesses now. We got the time. Go to your farmers markets. Educate them if they don't know. A lot of them do know. They're farmers themselves. We got to start this grassroots. And by us just talking about this, we'll get the word out, which Stop the Milk campaign as well. We have not given that up. No, today, we took in 18 tubes of silver quarters. And they weren't just any silver quarters. They were BU, untouched, 1963, 1964 quarters. Brilliant, uncirculated. I'm like, well, these are nice. So I was processing the thing, and I'm like, well, I'm trying to think. Do I offer him one flat rate for each roll? You know, trying to give him a fair price. He needs to fix some housework done. He didn't want to sell them, my friends. And I says, look, all right, I can see what they're going for online. I don't want to get that much involved with them. And I said, I'm trying to give you the best price available. I said, I'll give you $265 a roll. And the guy says, I thought you could offer me less. I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to put them at $265 a roll, pay you, and I'm going to blow them out the door for $272. So the shop will make $7 a roll. Talk to the owner with that. He was fine with that. He says, just do it. Do it. I said, why don't you call that waitress and see if she wants to get one of these rolls? She says, well, she may not have all the money. I said, well, then give her a break. And I said, tell her, come in, pay us $100, $100 next week, $72 the week after. She's happy. You're happy. You know she's coming back. We got that one roll sold. We put them out for $272, my friends. They're gone already. That's how you help your community right there. That's how you help people. It's not about saying this stuff to the melters. Sad. We got to keep the pressure up. We got to get this all over the United States. Stop the Milk campaign. If you want to make a t-shirt yourself, I'm fine with it. I'm not here to sell you t-shirts, coffee mugs, hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts, swim trunks, footwear. None of that stuff. If you want to go make your own t-shirt with that with the logo on it, be my guest. I'm just not here to sell you nothing. Yeah, I do have a channel sponsor, Pinbacks. Check them out. They have a great deal right now in their Franklin hats. This is my friends. All part of Stop the Milk campaign. They're fully on board with Stop the Milk campaign. $30 in face or more. Just a little over milk, my friends. Take advantage of it if you can. I think you're going to like the deal next week. We done the quarters last week, okay? We're doing the Franklins this week. I'm going to string you along because I don't want the competition to find out what we're going to be doing next week. They will find out eventually, just like you will find out eventually. But I think a lot of you guys have asked for this. You guys and girls have asked for this. We're coming through with it. Pinbacks is coming through with this next week. Stay tuned. You must be subscribed. And you also must be subscribed for the Pinbacks giveaway coming up. Here's the silver quarters that Pinbacks sent me to give away. As you see, they're all taped up. They weigh what they should weigh, 4 silver quarters. I'm sure there's 40 silver quarters in there. I'm not going to open this roll up. Okay, this is me as is from Pinbacks, the way they mail it to me. So I'm not going to open them up, go through them. Nothing like that. Who knows what you're going to find in this roll? Who knows? It's as is from Pinbacks. So there's $10 in face right there for the giveaway. Here is 6 silver halves, 2 Kennedy silver halves, 2 walking halves, walking Liberty halves, and 2 Franklin halves. There is a Standing Liberty silver quarter in there, and there's a 1910 Bobber dime in there. That's over 9 ounces of silver, my friend, in this giveaway. Also, I'm still waiting on the silver round from another viewer, which asked me not to release his name quite yet until I receive it in my hands. I looked at the tracking. It was supposed to be here today. Somehow it went from Northeast to Dallas, Texas. Post office is terrible right now. Don't ask me how I went down to Dallas. So I'm waiting for the tracking number from Dallas to here now. Supposed to be here today. Didn't get it today, my friends. I will be doing the giveaway video somewhere between June 23rd and June 24th. You can have all opportunity to win. You must be subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Make sure you're subscribed. 2, you must live in the United States. I can't do shipping to Canada. I can't do shipping. The customs are too awful right now with precious metals. I hope people understand that. You know, I wish I could ship all over the world. I really wish I could. It's just too much involved to ship. So it's open to all 50 states. If someone wins in Alaska or Hawaii, I'll pay the difference to ship it to you. This shipping cost comes out of my pocket. Pimex always shipped it to me. They had a $10 shipping cost to mail me this as well. They're giving away a huge bundle of silver right here, my friends. Go look what Pimex is. Go look what they're selling at Pimex for a roll of silver quarters right now. Well, maybe wait till the video is done. But you get my drift. This is a huge giveaway. It's going to be over 14 ounces of silver in all. For a channel my size, that's a big, big giveaway. You got the opportunity to win. I wish everybody the best of luck with this giveaway as well. Tomorrow will be my 44th week in a row of 90% silver market watch. We're going to keep that going. It's all part of, I'm going to include it now, it's all part of Stop the Milk campaign. I don't understand why coin shops, some pawn shops want to send this away to the smelters. These online bullion dealers just a few months ago, if you've been with me for a while, my friends, you've seen who's been out. Pimex has been out of quarters before. Pimex has been out of Roosevelt silver dimes before. Other online bullion dealers have been out before. Some are even out now. We've been out at the coin shop of 90% silver. Hey, look, all they have to do is pick up the gosh darn phone and call coin shops, call bullion dealers, and see if they want them. It shouldn't be bullion dealers calling coin shops. It shouldn't be us calling other coin shops. We've done that when it's when we need stuff. Sometimes they call us when they need something. But if they got a bunch of it and they don't want to take the time to ship, to call anybody, because they're too lazy to, and they rather send it off to the smelter for a quick buck, that's shameful. I'll call it how it is. It's shameful. We gotta stop the melt. This is our history. They're not making no more 90% silver, my friends. They're not making it no more. The people forget what happened in March of 2023. Year 2020-23. Couldn't find 90% silver, my friends. We couldn't find it. It was everywhere. Everybody's saying and if you could find it, it was so gosh darn expensive. And all of a sudden it's coming back into the market because silver's up a little bit. Yes, I understand some people need to sell. I think there's a lot of fear out there. There's a lot of fear out there saying silver's going back to 25. Silver's going back to 20. Well, if the ones that have been with me for a while, I've been doing this a little over a year. My track record proves I've been right. When silver was at 22, people were calling for back up the truck at 17. Back up the truck. We're going to buy it at 17. I said, 17 is not going to happen at 22. It goes up to 25. Back up the truck at 20. I said 20 is not going to happen. We bounced from 25 to 27. People say back up the truck to 22. Well, we did get back to 22 for a while. Not many people I saw backed up the truck at 22. They were all saying then, back up the truck at 17 again. We hit 28. We hit 29. People say back up the truck to 24 again. I warned 24 was not going to happen again. 30. Back up the truck at 25. I've been hearing this for the past 4 or 5 months. $25 silver. $25 silver for months now. Not going to happen, my friends. I don't think we're going to see it go below 32. I'll be on record right now. I don't think we're going to see below 32 again. Anytime soon. I mean, you want to back up the truck? Yeah, you might see it. You might see it back up to 33, 34. But every day we stay above 36, your new foundation is 34, 35 bucks. That's just my prediction. I'll be releasing a summer prediction for silver gold, and I'm going to use platinum too, this time around. And my next springtime, summertime report coming up. So summer months, around next time, when summer starts officially begin, I'll release these numbers. Some of them I've been right in the past. Some of them, this last time around, I've been wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I've got no problem with doing that. But it's a guideline. Don't mean it's going to happen. It don't mean it's going to fall in right between what I said. Because I'll tell you. Just remember this one line. Nobody in heck knows where silver and gold are going to go. Don't let anybody fool you with that, saying they know $500 silver, $800 silver, $1,000 silver, $50,000 gold, $40,000. We've seen these videos. We've all seen them. Could it happen? Yeah, it could. But what is this really going to be worth? How much of these you're going to need to go buy a gallon of milk? How much of these you're going to need to go buy a gallon of gas? If we see these ridiculous numbers, Houston, we have a gosh darn problem. We got a problem now. Most people in America are not awake yet. They rather go to all these fun parks, the beaches if you live on the beach, Disney World, Disneyland, Busch Gardens, this place in California, this place over here, going to this casino, going to that casino, going to the bar on Friday nights. And at the end of the week, they got no money left. The credit cards are maxed out. What are people going to do when the dollar does really go bye-bye? What is people actually going to do when stuff really starts taking off in prices? Keep this in mind. This is why I say stock up on other stuff too. Have your pantry filled up. Can't do it all at once. I don't do it all at once. Get stuff, shelf-stable food. Stack up on emergency supplies, my friends. First aid kit is a must. Get your pantry, get your first aid kit in order before it's too late. Because this stuff will be the first thing that goes off the shelves. Yeah, and you want to stack a little bit of silver and gold if you want gold, or platinum. I just prefer silver myself because of how I shop. And maybe other people shop a little bit heavier than I do. But at the end of the day, really the two metals to own, in my viewpoint, it's not because I don't like gold. I don't stack gold because I don't buy a lot. All right, I don't buy a lot at one time. That's why. We've talked about that before. It's like taking a $100 bill to Starbucks first thing in the morning to get your $5 cup of crapola coffee and expecting the clerk to have change for that $100 bill. Same thing with a gold piece, even a 10th ounce gold. You know, I can't remember the last time I had a bill for $300-400 at a grocery store, or went to Walmart and spent $300-400 at a time. I'm not that way. That's all I'm saying. Think about what you spend. What is better? Silver and gold. Are you going to go buy a house? Are you going to go buy land? Then gold's probably your answer there. But when it comes to smaller purchases, I'd rather have $1 bills, $5 bills, $10 bills for a smaller 20. I've had problems with $50 bills at some places. But the most problems you're going to run into with $10 or less is a $100 bill. I don't like $100 bills when I'm making a small purchase. I don't use a lot of cash. I put everything on the credit card, pay it off at the end of the month. Get the points back. Use the points, put it back in the account, or take it off the bill, depending on how the bank does it. That's all I'm saying, my friends. Be careful out there. Be careful. Stay with your local coin shops. Stay with Pinbacks. Another great source for silver, gold, and platinum. Check them out. You got questions? Call Michael. Call Brian up. Don't mean you got to buy anything that day. Convert that day. They're there to help you too, my friends. They're there to help you out too. They can't give financial advice. I can't give financial advice. I'll end it with this. I had a comment the other night that I read that they spoke to their financial advisor. And this financial advisor, he said, was a female. And he asked her about 90% silver. She had no clue what 90% silver was. Now, look, financial advisors shouldn't know about 90% silver or gold. Maybe they know a little bit, but they don't want to talk about it because they're told not to talk about it because they don't hold your wealth. They don't hold it physically. They want you into these stocks. They want you into these bonds. Maybe they do know. They just don't talk about it because their institutions say, keep your mouth zipped about silver and gold. That's what goes on, my friends. They're trained very well not to talk about silver and gold. They want you into these stocks. That's how they make their money. Some of them make money if you lose or if you gain. Be cautious out there, my friends. Be cautious. That's all I'm saying. If you folks have questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, you know where to reach me. My email is in every single video. I got nothing to hide. I'm helping people left and right every day at the shop. I'm answering your questions in the comment sections. I am very active in the comment sections. Most of you see that. I'm very active on the email as well. If by some chance I miss your email, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm human. Okay? I do work, my friends. I do keep up with the comment sections. I try to keep it as close and I watch on the email as I can. If some by chance I don't get back with you in 48 hours, email me second attempt. That's all. That'll get my attention. I'm not trying to ignore anybody out there. I don't want to ignore your emails. I just don't. I care too much to help people out. Try to help people out the right way. But I will not give financial advice in an email. And how I normally end my emails, and some of you can contest to this is not financial advice. That's what I say back. You ask my opinion. Okay, this is what I think. Remember, I don't know you. You don't really know me. You just hear my voice. So with that being said, I don't want to know your lifestyle, to be honest with you. I don't want to know how much you make. That's not what I'm asking for. If you have questions about silver, gold, or platinum, I'm happy to help you out. I've even have helped people out and say, okay, I got a small budget. You got a small budget and stick with silver, my friends. You got a medium-sized budget, okay, maybe a little bit of gold mixed in. You got a higher end budget, maybe more gold than silver. Maybe throw an ounce of platinum in there. Everybody, see, that's what I mean. Everybody's different. Everybody makes different incomes. Everybody has different families. Everybody has different amount of people in their families. It is so hard to tell everybody what to do next. It's not trying to tell anybody what to do next. You know, family emergencies happen. People are born. People die. And you got to take that all in with the grain of salt with that in the mix. You know, if you got to get out to someone's funeral, or someone's having a baby, or someone had a vehicle accident, or whatever. Your roof starts leaking. You know, life happens. Crap happens. You know, but you need new 4 tires on your car. Life happens. Remember, you need some cash right now on the sidelines. There's so much variables what can happen, and nobody can give you what's going to happen next. And this is what we try to tell people at the shop, my friends. You know, yeah, we might know them by face, but we don't want to get personal, involved with their lives. We're just trying to help people as best as we can. We're not financial advisors. I just tell people how I stack. Agree with it, don't agree with it, maybe half agree with it, whatever. But you know where to reach me if you need to get a hold of me. Thank you for your time to watch. Don't forget, tomorrow morning is my 44th Market Watch Report. Nobody has done that. See you in the morning. Coin Shop Chris is out.